You got lucky enough to land and mount. You took them down. You did a judo throw on them. You hit them hard enough that they fell down and you're here. Well, what do you do now? You sit on them like if they were a chair? What do you do? What do you do? Do you kind of just push away, roll them to the side? I'm here to tell you the basics of mount. And the reason you want to know these basics is because once you get here, you need to realize you're in a dominant position. Okay, you're now putting pressure, your body weight, onto someone else. It's making it harder for them to breathe, harder for them to keep fighting, and now you have gravity working with you, okay? You don't want to get bucked off. That's the number one thing also that happens when a lot of people get mount, is that the other person will rise their hips to buck you off, right? They'll thrust their hips up, and let me show you what I mean. We'll do this kind of a motion, take you off to a side to then be able to trap your arms down, to suck those arms in. All right, to take you off to a side more, to then escape from that angle. So you want to be well planted. You don't want to be too back here, all right? They're going to push you off this way, and you don't want to be too forward because they're going to buck you and make you plant those arms, which are now able to get trapped. So when you're here, number one thing to focus on is pinch those knees. You want to pinch those knees together. Close your legs, okay? When you're here, I'm pinching my knees. I'm pinching tight. If anyone's ever ridden a horse, this is like a similar thing that they do too, is they pinch those knees tight to the horse. That's what you're doing. You're pinching those tight and you're squeezing. You don't want to squeeze to the point that it's now a workout for you and you're going to burn yourself out. But you want to make sure that you're there, that you're not going to get bucked off anywhere, that I can go around with this person or with the bag with my pinched knees because I'm here. Okay. So once you've learned to pinch those knees together, keep them tight. You want to be somewhere in the middle. You don't want to be too over here where they can use their upper body to come up to you. And you don't want to be too forward where then they can escape from the back. Somewhere in the middle, over here, would be considered more of a low full mount. Right here where I'm at. If you want a higher mount, these are some arms, some dummy arms, okay? You scoot up and you try to suck those arms into you to bring them up, okay? Because you're now going underneath the armpit. You're squeezing those shoulder blades. You're still keeping pressure with your legs being closed. So I'm keeping pressure here. I'm tight, and I can maybe even go up a little bit higher. Get right underneath those armpits. And now both of the arms are exposed here, okay? They're in my control. I'm able to maybe even go for a choke from here. Arm bars, different kinds of things. So that's the high mount. You find yourself here, you pinch your knees. You can go to low mount to maybe put their arms to the side if you need to catch your breath, right? You want to be here tight, putting your pressure on them, not necessarily over here doing a mid push-up and relieving the pressure from them, no. You want to make this easier for you, harder for them. Put your pressure down, your hips down, sink those hips, and you can control the arms over here. Or focus on one arm. Okay, work for your distraction. The final tip for staying on mount is that you don't want to be hanging out on your toes over here. You don't want your knees to be supporting you. You want to be off of both of them, off your toes, off your knees, both of them. That's putting more pressure, my body weight, onto the person to make sure I keep a secure mount. The second that you release your body weight or pressure from a certain angle, they might use that to escape that way. Okay? If I'm here and I go too far back, I might get pushed out and they'll stand up like a fighter that way. So just communicate with your partner. Make sure that you're able to handle the pressure that someone might give to you, but you want to be here squeezing, going to low mount to maybe rest for a little bit, Gather your thoughts. You can go to high mount. Knees underneath the armpits. You don't want to be too high either because they'll escape from the back. Just high enough where you feel balanced, that you're not going to go off to a side or go forward or back. And that's how you do a mount. Like the video if you found this interesting. I'll be talking about more techniques about groundwork and how to maneuver around the bag and punching and all that. So stay tuned for more. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.